What up guys, it's Grant's Comics here, and today we'll be reviewing Black Widow #2 variant edition. This is the Adam Hughes cover. It's really cool. Adam Hughes is just awesome and legendary comic book artist. This is from 2020. So this is from last year obviously, and I like the art because if you guys can see that she's holding a pickle jar and she looks like she's shopping right there, and it's just a basic, like, simple cover of Black Widow. It has like the people on the side looks like her logo, like the outside of her logo, which is the reason why I like the Black Widow covers, because it shows a picture of her and it shows the logo, the outlining of her logo. But anyway, so the story, in the beginning, Hawkeye and Bucky, who is the Winter Soldier, spies on Natasha, who is obviously the Black Widow. Natasha has a family. She has a son. She's engaged, and they're basically spying on her. And Hawkeye and the Winter Soldier, Bucky, works for, I don't know if it's Shield, or I don't know if it's for like a secret agency, and they're trying to get information on her because she's been gone for like a month, maybe it said like a month or two. So they're trying to see what she's been up to for like a month, if she's still even alive and stuff like that. So they're basically spying on her. So as it happens, Bucky's telling Clint, saying, you should try and find out more about her. So you should try act casual, like the next day go to her house and just act casual. So he does. He goes into her house, not in her house. He goes into her garage. They see her in her garage and stuff, and he tells Natasha, hey, nice bike you have and stuff like that. And Natasha's saying, are you into bikes? Do you know anything about motorcycles? And he's like, I know a few. And when I read that panel, that's when I thought maybe she's brainwashed. Maybe I missed something in Black Widow #1 that has something to do in this issue. I don't know. I have to rewatch my review on Black Widow #1 because I sold it, so I gotta rewatch that video. But yeah, so she gets brainwashed, and Hawkeye is basically trying to act casual, like Bucky said. He talks about her bike and stuff like that, and just saying that, oh, you have a perfect life, you have a nice house, you have a nice motorcycle. And the son, whose name is Steve, comes out, and he's like, oh, you have a kid. So you get, Natasha has a son, and Hawkeye's like, oh, you have a kid? And she's like, yeah, he's a little troublemaker and stuff like that. And she does what a mom does and takes care of him. And the son, Steve, is like 1 year old, 2 years old maybe. I think she explained how old he was. I think he's 2 years old. But so the son and Natasha is together for a while, and introduces Steve to Hawkeye. And after, like, moments later, the fiance comes in and finds the son, and the fiance finally meets Hawkeye and introduces himself. Hawkeye introduces himself to the fiance, stuff like that. And so yeah, that goes on. The fiance and the son, Steve, goes back inside the house and does their own thing. And after that, Hawkeye leaves just leaves casually, gets all the information that he needs about Natasha, and after that, it goes to Natasha and the fiance. They go on a date and they hire a babysitter to watch Steve, but this babysitter works for the secret agency to get more information on Black Widow. So the babysitter watches the son, and as they're going on a date, and when Natasha and the fiance goes on a date, you can only see them on a date for like a brief moment. The fiance meets Natasha back at their house. Natasha hears a cry for help, and there's basically these gang, like maybe like 4 group of guys, and like this one blonde chick who's in trouble, and like these 4 guys are trying to rape this one girl in the alley. And good thing for Natasha, she comes in to the rescue, and the 4 guys are like, oh look, there's another woman, and this woman is more prettier than this one. So they drop the blonde girl that they previously attacked, and they go for Black Widow. But little do they know that Black Widow is a Russian, or I don't know if she was a Russian assassin or is still a Russian assassin, but she starts attacking these 4 guys on her own. She throws like a little throwing, I think that's like a throwing knife or something, and then hits the handle part, hits one of the guys in the head, and she throws another one, and it hits the guy another guy in the hand, and goes right through the guy. And she twists the 3rd guy's hand. The gun comes off of that 3rd guy's hand, and she starts shooting the 4th and last guy in the head. And then she tells the blonde girl, "Are you okay? I'm gonna call 911." She does that and stuff like that. And next panel, Bucky says to Clint, do you have any information about Natasha? And all that Clint, aka Hawkeye, says is, all I know is that she has a family, she has a son, and she has a fiance, and she has a nice house and a nice bike. That's all I know about her. And then Bucky goes to the babysitter person lady that also works for the secret agency for S.H.I.E.L.D., and he asked, have you found any information on Natasha? And she says no. So the only information that they got out of her in this issue is that she's engaged, she has a son, she has a bike, and she has a house, a nice house. That's all they get from her. But anyways, that's about it right here. Black Widow #2, Adam Hughes variant, right there. Boom. Hopefully, I'm gonna do 2 things. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch my video on the review when I did Black Widow #1, and if I get a chance, I'll look on Amazon to get Black Widow #3 to read. But here's Black Widow #2. Once again, I got this from Mystery Box, right there. But anyways, that'll be it for now. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright.